Hello guys, it's Fan of J37 here, and get out. And today we are going to be talking about Sonic Underground, the most hated show ever. Now, this isn't going to be a hate video, of course, you read the title, but it's instead talking about why I'm against those who hate Sonic Underground. And the reason being is if it was obviously my childhood and probably one of yours as well. Like, I've asked every single one of my friends, and most of them have said yes, they've heard of it and they grew up with it. So I don't know why it's hated so much. They all say, like, all my friends say that it wasn't good, but it certainly wasn't horrible. It was an experiment, and it was. And I feel like, in fact, I had watched a video from a YouTuber by the name of Tammers12345, and I think some of you may have heard of him with his Sonic Underground parodies. And he actually did a thing like with Sonic Underground hate videos. And I gotta say, if you're watching this, Tammers12345, I completely applaud you. Like, I feel like he brings up good points. Like, why does everyone hate Sonic Underground? And it feels like ever since the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie, which, by the way, I've now just hated it. Yeah. But what I mean by just now, I mean, throughout the past couple of days, I've been realizing that that movie was bad. Not the OVA movie, that movie was good. But the first movie was terrible. Here's why, and I'm gonna keep it short. Sonic's mother is a fucking owl. Yeah, you heard me right. A fucking owl. You all have seen it. And yet, it doesn't even have Queen Alina as his mother or his siblings? What the hell? And it completely breaks the rules of the Sonic origin story. I'm excluding Sonic Underground because this was around the 90s where they didn't really focus on the comics. But this is a time where they're celebrating Sonic. So they should be bringing back the comics. And by God, I'm going to keep this short, but I hate the name of Dr. Eggman. It feels like you just combined the usual superhero name like Mega Man, Superman, or whatever, and then you just put the word egg in front of it. Eggman. And I feel like Dr. Robotnik would be a pretty cool insulting name like Robotnik. That's funny. Egghead? Bruh. I just am not comfortable with that. Now, if you guys like the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, fine. But don't let that take advantage of you for just like saying everything else is bad. Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, it was mediocre, it was a bit wacky, but it was still alright. I'm not going to talk about Sonic Sat AM because it's really good. Yeah, I know. But I'm not going to talk about that. Okay, back to the plot. Why is it that people hate Sonic Underground? Like I said before, it's just an experimental show. Nothing else. Like, they just keep on saying, oh, it's bad, it's a musical number, and yeah. And they think the Knuckles ones are really good. Yeah, they are. And I'm gonna meet the voice actor for Knuckles. And you know what? I really wish the other Sonic... I really wish that obviously the voice of Sonic, Manic, and Sonia, Jaleel White, was there. I just wish, because that's how much I care about Sonic Underground. It's not shoved under the rug anymore. The reason I'm bringing up this now is just that I have not really thought about Sonic Underground in a long time. And now coming back to it, it's made me think that, like, why do people hate it? You know, back in 2012, probably not when I remember, but, like, there was a time where everyone seemed to like Sonic Underground. I've seen the videos. But, like, it was almost like one of their children. It was almost like, not a prodigal son like Sonic said I am, but it was one of the sons. And now, they're just shoving it. They're just constantly shoving it under the rug, pretending it didn't happen. I get it. You don't want to remember it. I get it. But you have to at least acknowledge that it exists. For example, I don't like MLP. Never have. But I should at least acknowledge that it does exist. And if people like it, then that's fine. Yeah. You just gotta learn that it does exist, and there will be people who defend it. Now, Cars 2, on the other hand, it does have a good reason to be hated. Sonic Underground, nope, no reason. Other than, like, thinking that everything's they just think it's stupid and all that. In fact, Tails and Sonic Palace sucks. Tails and Sonic Palace can go suck a nut. Anyways, but yeah. In fact, Tails and Sonic Palace was the reason I made this video. So is Tamers12345 because of his video. But yeah, like, give this show some love. At least try to like it. There are some problems in it that I've noticed, but besides that, in fact, the songs, when they, like, in fact, I saw one review where they said the songs were cringe. They're not. I've gotten to grow on them. I've grown on them. They are actually catchy to listen to. I actually have 5 songs on my phone that are Sonic Underground related, and I just love listening to them. I love it so much, and each one is better than the previous. Now, there are a few clunkers, but never to the point of cringe. But yeah. Just, in the words of Sonic the Hedgehog, or as in the Blue Blur, don't be a backstabber. Don't just immediately just backstab someone in the back when they're least expecting it. And by that I mean, you liked it, and now you suddenly hate it for some reason. Don't be a backstabber.